welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing a Super Formula Light race at the Twin Ring MOTEGI Grand Prix circuit. I think this will be a really fun one. I've only done a couple laps of practice with this car, and those laps of practice have been in the wet, so those 3 laps of qualifying were my only practice in the dry. So with that, we are, I think, top split. I got P8 with a 143.3. Again, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. Also, feel free to tell me what you guys would like to see or how I can improve, whether it be on the video quality or the driving, of course, as well. So that being said, I think we got the clutch bite point dialed in, so we'll go ahead and grid up and see how this race goes.
The track temp is 90, the air temp is 66 Fahrenheit, 30 minutes. Okay, Brad, let's get this right. No f***s. Go, go, go.
Flag, green flag.
Not the greatest start.
Car on your left. Still there. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Stay on the right. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear on the right. 2 wide. Stay on the right.
Start's okay. Now find your groove.
Keep to the right. Keep to the right.
Turn in.
Stay on the right.
It's my fault. Good on.
Still there. Go left. Clear. Right side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
Oh, behind us was a little bit of an incident. Feel like some decent avoidance there. Could have been a better start. Got a little bit of a lockup from the car in front, so we'll see if we can capitalize that on the downhill run. Yeah, I know this is different than the sports car content we've been seeing a lot on the channel, but thoroughly enjoy my Formula cars, and these Super Formula Lights are a lot of fun to drive. I gotta remember it's cold tires though, and these things are quite squirrely on them, so see where we are after lap 1. P7. Get down to second for a little bit more rotation. Let's just settle in here and that road to 3K isn't just for sports car, it's road to 3K on the roadside.
Alright, Brad, we just cut the track.
Left side. Clear on the left. Car right. Clear. Right side. Stay on the left. Clear.
The leader has just done a 143.2.
Car on your left. Still there. Keep to the right. Keep to the right. Keep to the right. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Left
B6.
side, 2 wide. Clear on the left.
Lee, thank you for not killing us there. That is good move on your part. Focus forward, let's see if we can get to P5.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 86 Fahrenheit. Okay, Brad, ignore that in the mirror. Stick to your line. Nail those exits.
So when I raced in the Lionheart Racing
That's a new
series,
fastest
this
lap
track
for
was
Wade,
definitely my
142.7.
kryptonite in the Indy car,
Leader's
but
just done it.
this car feels pretty
142.9.
solid.
Just set the fastest lap. 42.737.
You can kind of drive it like a go-kart with pretty high downforce. Quite a bit of fun.
The gap in front is now 2.4.
Lee and Zane are battling behind, so that's going to give me a gap to play with. Lee appears to be quite fast though, so if he gets up to me, that'll be a good battle. I have got to get a little bit smoother during that previous section. And Lee got past him.
New fastest lap for Wade, 142.5. The leader has just done 142.8. The gap to Holmes behind is now 2.2 seconds. That was 142.8. Good lap. That's your quickest so far. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace.
You got a slow car on the right. Car stopped ahead. Go right.
I don't know why I went that way. I don't know why.
Right, please.
Wade is now leading.
I didn't want to upset the car by sending it too far to the left too quick, but in turn I may have gathered some slight wing damage. I don't know. This could be the phantom wing damage, or the phantom damage theory again. Either way, dumb move. Let's just move past it. Thankfully it was just a 0x. Car feels fine. I don't think there was any substantial part of that contact. Bit of a long race
Okay,
here.
Brad, you're in and the
Settling.
sky in. The gap's now 2.0.
You're in fifth.
P5.
Car 1 is now leading. Right side. Clear on the right.
Nicely done.
You moved, then you stopped. That was bad.
Right. 20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left.
The leader is running 42.626. You're in fourth
E4,
position.
you're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1. You're a 10th off the pace in Sector 2. Sector 3 time is quick.
Gotta tighten it up on the exit there.
You've just
Car's
cut the
getting a
track.
little slidey. I think I'm out of that perfect window.
The gap behind is now 1.6.
Alright, so Lee has fallen back quite a bit. Use the grass just a little bit to help turn you.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 42.474.
See if we can get a podium up here. Got 5 seconds to close up. I didn't have the confidence in it on the exit there. I felt like I was going to slip the rears too much.
Just set your
The guy
fastest
behind
lap
has
of the
just
session.
done it. 142.8.
Yet it was my fastest lap. That's wild.
Okay, Brad, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. Half distance. Fuel looks good.
Last minute, Bruno.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 42.318.
The gap behind is now 1.4.
Sorry, we put the concentration face on here. I think I can catch the car in P3. We might be able to pull a podium. So just enjoy the sights and sounds of a Super Formula Light at Twin Ring Motegi.
That's a new fastest lap for Wayne, 142.3.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 42.287.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 90 Fahrenheit.
Overall, again, this is a pretty good time. I definitely recommend using this car.
Your last lap time was at 143.1. Alright, Brad, that's good consistency. Keep it up. Fastest lap for Bentley, 142.3.
The car in P19 just set the
P4.
fastest lap. 42.282.
You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 3.1.
I need to get better at talking while racing.
Stay on it, keep digging.
to
10
keep
minutes to
this
go. That's 10 minutes
entertaining
left.
for you guys. But if I do get into a concentration mode like this, what kind of stuff would you guys want to see on screen in the form of overlays that might help increase the action and watch quality? So again, just let me know. I'm still learning, quite new at this. Not the iRacing stuff, but quite new at the streaming and trying to create and upload videos, so let me know.
The leader is running 42.721. The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 42.1.
Sectors 2 and 3 are 0.3 off the pace. Sector 1 time's okay.
Got 8 minutes to go. Oh no, got a car off.
Yellow flag.
You got a slow car on the left. Right side. Clear on the right.
Now we got the entertainment factor back.
Don't let this guy intimidate you.
This guy's quite quick, so I'm sure he will be wanting to make this move as quick as possible to get back up on the podium.
P3, that's your best lap in this session. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
Zoltan seems to be struggling just a little bit.
There's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here. Okay, Brad, 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Alright, I found the limit on how much grass I can take.
New fast flat for you.
Oh, see ya.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
The gap ahead is now 3.9 seconds.
Pushing quite hard here, and the rears are definitely getting quite hot. And there's the limit on the
Pay attention
right
to track
side.
limits, please, Brad. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
That glorious turbo noise. So nice. That was not a good line through that corner. That's always the one that tripped me up too with the Lionheart series and the IndyCar. I could just never get that one right.
Last lap.
Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it
Gotta
between the
chill out
lines.
with that.
Okay, Brad, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
At this point, I'm quite content with a
5 minutes of fuel
P3.
remaining. 5 minutes.
Just want to bring it home. I think that was probably a better line through that corner. Yeah, gaining time. Should we send it from 3.5 seconds back almost on Alexi?
Push. Get second place here.
I don't know, Jim. I think I have exhausted all of my opportunity to get P2 at this point. But that was a
Well
good
done,
race.
Brad. Great drive. That's a podium.
There's the flag. It's over.
Alright, so now we're going to take a look at the carnage that happened around us within eye shot, and maybe some of the ones that happened in my rear view mirror. And then as always, we're going to go through that first lap. But before we do, started P8 on the grid, finished P3. That's a good podium there. We'll take a look at the I rating and safety rating gain after this, but was car number 14, so wasn't necessarily predicted to be super fast, but I definitely enjoy these open wheel cars. I feel quite at home with some of these cars with more downforce. These are definitely what I started racing on iRacing. Recently I've started going more towards the sports car route, but I love these Formula cars. So anyway, we'll go ahead and take a look at the first lap. So we get a nice good getaway here. Wasn't as bad as I had thought, but the cars ahead just were able to do a little bit more. I probably could have dialed in my clutch bite point just a little bit more. Overall, I didn't really lose a place. Didn't gain any either, so not super upset with it. Kind of lifted off the brakes there to avoid that BMW car to the left of me. That was a mistake on my part. We're side by side through this corner as we go under the bridge here of the oval track. Unable to really get the greatest run, but this is where the first incident will kind of happen. You'll see this blue car up front get kind of sideways, get off into the grass, and here I know he's going to be sliding onto the track. I know I'm in trouble because I got a car on the outside, so I start tapping the brake. Thankfully, Lee behind us had amazing racing reflexes and was able to not run into the back of either of us here in this battle. So pretty good overall. He's still getting a little squirrely there. Still, again, good stuff on Lee. We'll go through the rest of this lap. You see a little lockup from the BMW car up ahead. He definitely broke a little bit earlier than I thought he was going to, so kind of scared me into a little bit of a lockup. But again, overall, pretty good first lap, so we'll move on to the first incident. So coming out of the final corner onto this front straight right here, I am in the slipstream of the car ahead. Start to take a look towards the inside, knew I could outbrake him just a little bit, make sure that he was able to give me the space, and he did, left plenty enough racing room. Unfortunately, that little slide on the exit of 2 cost me a little bit of time, let him stay right up alongside me. Also, he kind of had the better line as he was on the outside and could carry more speed. I thought the same was going to apply here, except you can kind of see I got a little bit sideways. Really hurt my run there. You'll see Lee tried to look at a move, but thankfully was able to make the pass on that BMW car there. Now it was time to catch up to the car ahead. Alright, so this is where I made that really sketchy move here. So we'll just kind of slow it down a little bit, kind of talk through what my thought process was. We'll look at chase cam first, and then we'll go back to the cockpit camera. So my thought was he's going to see this gap and start going towards the inside of the track. And yeah, I just straight up took the outside. There was room. And oh my God, I clipped the car. I mean, that would have been such a horrible way to DNF that race. I mean, that was definitely a rough move on my part, but we survived. And if we take a look at the front of the car, no damage was taken, thankfully. But let's take a look at that from the cockpit angle. Again, really just thought he was going to be continuing to turn. It looked, I mean, it almost looks like he's starting to move forward, but that's probably just a little bit of a optical illusion. I mean, he looks entirely stationary. This had to be quite a scary incident for him, I'm sure. I don't know that any other car made the same move. Oh, everybody went around the outside. No, not everybody. Lee behind me went around the outside. A couple other cars went around the outside, so not as bad. Maybe we'll call me a trendsetter. But yeah, I thought he was going to start moving. So let's take a look at what actually happened here. Bruno, a little too deep, spun the car, looped it, and just, I mean, very, very good on Bruno here, holding the brakes and everything like that. I'm sure he was quite scared, especially with everybody. Oh wow, everybody's starting to go around the outside too. Then he reverses up off the track and gets back going again. Alright, so we've got another car off here. This is Bojan. Again, pretty well. Same move, just went a little bit too deep. Allowed me to make the pass there for 4th position. And yeah, pretty well. Just easy incident there. Alright, so here's what led Zoltan to kind of fall back behind us. He's battling car number 1 up here, Evan. Both give each other plenty of racing room. Good racing so far. I mean, these guys were absolutely quick. So you'll see here Zoltan looks for a move up the inside and just locks up, spins it, has to go through the grass up here to stay out of the way of P3. Begins to rejoin the track and then enter me and just make an easy pass for P3. So I believe that this is the last incident. I don't believe that there's too many other ones. We just pretty well defend hard against Zoltan here. I think there actually may have been some sort of a mistake behind at one point, but I wasn't able to really find it. And oh, there it was. So here, lap 16 of 18, Zoltan coming into the corner. Just carries a little bit too much speed into it for the steering input that he's giving. And oh, actually he keeps it on there, but then decided to keep powering out of it. Good save in the first half. But yeah, unfortunately, that's how his race went from good to bad to worse. But for us here, thankfully, we were able to finish on the podium. So now let's take a look at the safety rating and iRating gain or loss. Here clearly, quite a big gain on the iRating side, safety rating just a little bit of gain. Got 84 iRating in that race in the top split of 2. Gained 5/100ths of a point on my safety rating with those 5 off-track incidents, and then obviously those 0x's don't play a factor into it, but still definitely definitely could have gone without it. So that being said, the fastest lap overall was a 142.1 by Zoltan, and I ended up having a 142.5, which I would say is pretty good. It looks like right now, immediately, I was the biggest iRating gain here, next to, or just ahead of Bojan, and then the biggest iRating loss would be down here with Stewart, with minus 71. So, pretty good race. Average lap time was pretty close to a 142. I mean, I would say that's pretty solid pace in these cars. And yeah, I mean, great race, great fun. Let me know what you guys think. This is a little bit more laid back. I mean, I just want to try to be myself in these videos as I learn and all that stuff, how to be a good content creator for you guys. So again, give me some feedback, let me know, and until then, I'll see you in the next one.